Welcome, everyone, to number 2. I didn't even think we would have a number 2, but we do. If you haven't listened to the first one, you go check it out. The link will be at the top right corner, I think. Just click it, or it'll be in the description.
My dad says hey hi to everyone, so hello, but I think he thinks that there's like more people here than just us. But
well, hello from her dad.
Dad, I have no friends.
Shout out to her dad. Thanks for watching. He was a guest on the other one.
Yes.
Last one. But so basically,
he was drunk. He's still drunk right now.
Is he?
Not still drunk. He went golfing again.
Yeah, he's still drunk from the last podcast.
Yeah.
No, but
went too hard.
Yeah, but I don't know. A lot has happened since the last one. I think are we just gonna like plan do different ones about different things that's happened? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one.
So first one was concert. This one wrestling show.
Yeah. So basically, back on the 19th of June, me and my friend Kyle, we were planning to go to an AAW show. It's a wrestling company that's local to here. It's in Berwyn and it's in Marionette Park. They're just a local wrestling company and really good stuff. If you're a wrestling fan, go check them out. They are a fun company to support. But we were going to go to a show, and that was going to be like our last show before I left for college. And it turned out to be a lot more. Basically, we had front row stage, which is we were sitting on the stage that the wrestlers came out of, and it was literally leveled with the the ring. So we were right there, front row. It was awesome. And basically beforehand, the plan was to get Emily and Tommy to come with to go to lunch with Kyle and I, just to meet Kyle, because only Tommy's met Kyle. Emily's never met Kyle before.
Hi, Kyle.
So shout out to Kyle. But we were at Popeyes, and that doesn't matter. That's just the thing.
They picked it up. I was surprised.
Really? Oh, it picks up things from across the room. It picks up that cat too. She's listening to the Yeti microphone that we're using, and she's listening to all the weird noises that it makes when you... Do you hear that?
Yeah.
And at least expects it. But we were at Popeyes, and me and Kyle were talking about how awesome it was going to be, and you kind of just wanted to go.
I just kind of asked a question. I was like, so where are you guys going? And then I was like, oh, I wish I was invited. And then they were like, LOL, Tom Peef go. You're not going to go. But then...
My brother, we were going to not have him go, but then we didn't think about the fact of just us getting another ticket and her to sit by us. But luckily, AAW, being the awesome company that they are, they had an extra ticket for certain places, and one of them was front row stage. And that was where we were sitting, so... I DM'd them and said, hey, my friend wants to go to her first wrestling show. She's willing to pay the money. Can you hold this ticket for us? So we basically had them hold a front row stage ticket, which is $30, which that's not bad at all, to be totally honest. So
I would have paid $50.
Yeah, it was really fun. So they held the ticket for us.
I had $30 on me.
It's like, here's my left shoe. I have this.
Would you like my bra as well?
I
don't know. If,
look at my shirt. It's nice. I have a fanny pack. But they held it for her, and I guess so. Let's just.
You know what? I think I'm gonna write a blog post about my fanny pack and call it Fanny Pack Adventures.
Fanny
Look for that within the next week.
SoapOperaCrock.com.
Same. Okay.
All right. So, we started our trip. We just kind of drove.
I was stuck in the middle between...
But then again, yeah, that hurts.
So long.
That hurts.
Between Mike and Kyle.
But then again, how else would it have worked? It would have been like me in the middle, and that wouldn't have worked. It would have been Kyle in the middle. I mean, that would have been... I guess that would have worked, but that would have been a weird ride. And then... Exactly.
Excuse me.
So that's what I was thinking too. So we stopped at the Oasis like we always do. We just had Popeyes, so I really wasn't hungry. Did I eat something? No, I didn't eat anything. I think I had like
pretzels.
Something to drink. Oh,
we got pretzels.
We got pretzels that we had to wait like 10 minutes for.
5.
But, 5, whatever. So, we just kind of... Oh, there's this dude. Okay, there was this little kid. He had to be like maybe 4 or 5. He was playing the violin. His mom was behind him, like at a table behind him, and he was playing the violin.
Money.
Yeah, he was making money. Like, I thought about going up like in front of him and dancing and like putting my hat down to like take the money from people, but that would have been messed up. But the dude, the little kid, he was making money playing violin at the Oasis in Hinsdale.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's making
Start
a
him
living.
young.
Yeah, work them while they're young. But then we took
Like,
off
that was
for...
inappropriate.
Excuse me?
You're excused.
Oh, thank you. So we took off for Marionette Park. This place was called 115 Bourbon Street. It's
a
basically...
giant bar.
Yeah, it's a giant bar in like a huge... Like the end of a... Like... like a strip mall lot type thing. And it's just huge. It's like they have a bunch of outside areas, and in the back is this big like empty place. Well, there's more than one. There had another one next to that there was a concert going on, but basically the venue, it was pretty big, and I've been there before one time, so it was nothing new to me. We had to wait in line, surprisingly, which that was new to me because mostly for those shows there are no lines. Except when it's winter.
You just kind of walk right in.
Yeah, we kind of walk right in. But one time and when it was at Berwyn, there was a blizzard that night, and we were waiting in line. My toes were frozen. We were standing there for a couple hours, or not in a couple hours, maybe like an hour and a half. And it was like they were.
Why would you go an hour and a half before it started?
Because we wanted to get a good spot on the thing. But wait, there was people there too in line. Because I had GA for that show.
Oh, okay,
And I wanted a good spot.
okay.
And that was the night
That
that Kevin
makes
Steen
more
lost the title.
Oh.
So every
Didn't
show,
want a good spot then.
every show I went to, Shane Hollister won. Every
Ew.
AAW show I've been to, he's won. It's just
Sorry.
It's just luck. It's just luck. Because the first one that I went to, which was that one right there, he beat Michael Elgin for the title. Then Kevin Steen had the title, and I went to that show. Shane Hollister beat Kevin Steen for the title. There was another show. Shane Hollister beat Eddie Kingston for the title, or not for the title. He retained his title. And then the show that we went to, he won. Right? I think so.
He lost.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, my streak is over.
I remember because, well, we'll get to that part.
Yeah, we'll get to that part.
We'll get to that part.
But, oh yeah, he did. Okay, so, basically, we waited in line, we got inside. The seats, there was no one in the seats, so she had, what did you have, 10?
Yeah.
Seat 10.
And you had 2 and 3.
2 and 3. So we were just going to switch with whoever had seat 1 so she could sit by us.
We'll ask them.
Well, yeah, ask them if they could switch. It shouldn't be a problem. But we basically just sat in the spot, and it ended up not being a problem because the people didn't even show up.
Well, first of all, Kyle thought he was a genius
Oh,
for
yeah.
doing this. He switched the
Numbers.
on
They're
the
on
seat.
sticky notes, basically.
Yes. So he switched them. He's like, I'm such a genius. This is such a great idea. And I was like, bro.
Did you get that in there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I heard that whole thing.
So, Kyle sat next to us, as well as Emily. Well, me and Kyle originally planned to sit next to each other, but she got to sit next to us too. They had the merch table and stuff. I didn't go over there until our intermission. But I guess, well, first off, how was just overall sitting there? Like, I know that was your first wrestling show. What were your expectations going into it? Did you have any?
I honestly thought I would be bored.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. So you just kind
Because
of went.
right, like I said, I'm up for doing anything, and like I just didn't want to be home,
Uh-huh.
so kind of just ended up going.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of sitting there, and I was like, this is gonna be boring, isn't it? It's gonna be boring. I was like, no, it's not. I was like, yeah, it's definitely gonna be boring. Didn't end up being boring at all.
Well, that's good because you paid $30 for that.
I know.
Well, was it worth
Paid
$30?
more for stuff that wasn't worth the money.
Yeah, I guess. Was it worth the money? Would you
Like
go
I
back?
said, I would have paid $50 for those seats. Yes.
True. Wait, would you go back? Well, we are going back.
Yeah, we are going back. So I mean,
But I guess we can just...
I have all of the shows up till October in my phone.
Really?
What dates they are? Yes.
AAW, we're coming for you. But,
Sponsor us.
Well, they could sponsor us.
Please.
Renew? No, okay.
Love me.
So basically, the first match was a tag team match. Well, it wasn't supposed to be a tag team match. There was this dude,
Yeah.
these two local guys, I guess you can call them. They were coming out to have a match against each other, and then this dude with the bow tie, he comes on out, Remember the dude with the like his hair, and he asked him about Triple H shirt?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, I wore the Triple H Barry shirt, and it was covering the word Barry, so he just thought Triple H. So he was like, "Look at you! You have a Triple H shirt on, really, really?" And I was like, "It says Barry, just like you're about to get buried right now." But he like came out and I don't know what he said, but he had two really big dudes with him, and they were gonna wrestle. But so it ended up being the two big dudes with the weird guy against the two local guys. What happened?
You said the two big
Oh.
dudes with the weird guy.
I thought you
I
read
was
something
like,
and then
No.
share it with us.
No, I didn't read anything.
Okay, so that was that. What about your first wrestling match live? That tag team match with the two big dudes and the two random guys.
I was really confused because I expected the first two to like pound the shit out of each other, and then all of a sudden, like these other guys come back and they're just like, "Oh yeah, okay, I guess we'll team up and fight you." You know? And I was like, just that easy. You're just
Yeah.
gonna be like, "Yeah, okay, let's shake hands. We're fine.
Yeah.
We're good. We're good."
And the thing with AAW is there's no disqualifications, there's no countouts, so like you can pretty much do whatever the heck you want in AAW matches.
And then at the end, the two that were supposed to originally fight lost, and then one of them just started like hitting the other one. Was like,
Yeah.
"You shouldn't have lost," and I was like, "Great."
This
Great.
is how it's gonna be. Yay. But then yeah, it's a back scratcher. My mom got that. We got one for my grandma too. It's a shoehorn on the bottom. Scratch your back during the podcast and then have it really awkwardly. No? Okay.
Ew.
Can you hear it?
Yeah. That's me scratching my back.
Alright, so then was the women's match, and this lady with like feathers.
Allison. Her name was Allison.
Yeah, that's what it
I don't
was.
remember what her last name.
Allison K, it says.
Yeah.
Shout out to the site wrestling-news.net for hooking it up with the AEW matches. But yeah, so she came out. She had like peacock feathers on. Can you hear that? It's really weird. I can only imagine. But
It's like,
so so she had peacock feathers on, and she just like she was I don't know, what would you describe her as? She was just weird. Like
she
different.
was like those weird kids at the concert.
Yeah, at the all-time low concert. Yeah.
Like the weird scene kids.
Yeah.
That was her.
So she came out, and we knew that her opponent was probably going to be Candice LeRae. Kyle had Candice LeRae's shirt on. It was like
Kyle
the
was
Powerpuff.
hyping up
Yeah,
Candace.
yeah. It was like the Powerpuff Girls shirt version of her shirt. Does that make sense? That didn't
Yes.
make sense.
Like
Okay.
it was her as a Powerpuff Girl.
Yeah.
There,
So-
that was like a lot easier just to say.
There you go. So she came out. I'd never seen her wrestle before. I never seen her in person before. So that was fun to see. That was fun to check out the bucket list.
She lost.
She did lose, but
That's okay.
What about you? How'd you feel about that match? Because that was like a women's match, and you complain about the divas all the time.
I
That was
hate
one of
I hate the WWE divas. Oh my god, they just bother me. And then that was a lot better. Like they sold everything well.
to put it in perspective, I guess.
Yeah. It was a lot better than what Raw is going to be, pretty much.
Yeah, because
Spoiled that.
Raw they'll give the divas like a minute and a half,
Right.
and they've got like
15
more.
minutes.
Yeah, they give a lot of time to them, so that was cool. So good for
Candace
for
and
them.
Allison.
Yeah, well,
And I wanted Allison's bra because it was like covered in spikes, and I didn't get her bra, sadly. Like that sounded really weird, but no, like, I actually wanted the bra to like wear it and have it, not because.
Well, she needs it for the next show, which will be at the next one that we go to. So you'll see it there too.
Maybe if she's there.
So she is.
Oh,
They tweeted that she's gonna be there too.
is Candace gonna be there?
Yes.
All right, I'm going.
All right. Well, yeah. There you go. And you got the tickets already. Okay, so the next
Ready?
match was Shane Hollister versus Tyson Dukes. Tyson Dukes, I saw at Ring of Honor once. I think did he wrestle Michael Elgin? No, he wrestled Dave. I don't know who he wrestled. So, anyway, he came out first, Tyson Dukes, and then Shane Hollister came out. And
I
Shane-
remember looking at Mike and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, because he had that mask that he wears. Think of it as like the Shield, when the Shield had masks, but like an actual like skull, like
Right.
half the face mask type thing.
So he came out and did his thing, and then he like went to put his stuff down over by us, and me and Mike both at the same time asked him, "Can I have the mask?" And he looked at Mike, looked at me, gave it to me
Yeah.
and was like, "You better not steal it. I know your face." I was like, "I know your face too."
So I
It was a
didn't.
nice moment.
At that point, like, I didn't care that she got it because like she got
cared.
it. Like that's
He cared.
That's cool that she got
He
it.
hated me. He wanted to push me in the ring.
Well, that was the intermission. You can't. We're not there yet. At intermission, we had that match, the triple threat match. Yeah, triple threat match. There's Kyle. There's you.
No. I'm
There's
talking
triple
about
threat.
just because I got the mask, you wanted to push me in
Yeah,
the
but
ring.
we had that match during intermission.
Oh,
That
okay,
was on
yeah.
the DVD specials.
Yeah.
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 She doesn't know what she's talking about. She got
I'm sorry.
crushed in that match.
Yeah, definitely, but I won. It's okay.
Yeah, so Shane Hollister let her hold the mask, which there's a picture, which that was cool, just to like
Yeah.
that was different. That's one of the things that when you get to Raw, you're not gonna see that in Raw.
Right.
Like,
I
they
mean,
wouldn't
John
do
Cena at WrestleMania that I was just watching, like, through his...
well, he always throws his stuff, but like
Yeah.
that's like nothing to them. That's just like something they
Right.
wear.
Right.
They know
and
that.
they have thousands of them.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they could print one. They have one at the merch table and back, like if they really need to. So it's stuff like that you know makes you more
Go
invested.
back.
Yeah, and want to go back because of a little thing like Shane Hollister just letting someone hold the mask.
Right.
You know,
Like, I
So
felt like a
that- to him,
5-year-old.
he's just gonna give it to the announcer to hold. But it made your day by
Right.
giving it to you. But Shane Hollister lost. That really sucks. Shane Hollister's a good guy now, which I didn't know that. I like Shane Hollister, but I didn't know that he was a good guy in that match until
He, like, went
during the
to
match.
leave, and I thought he was going to forget that I had the mask, so I was like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to,
Yeah.
like, wear it the rest of the time? Then he came up, and he's like, thank you, and I was like, yeah.
You should have wore it. You should at least put it up to your face.
I was going to, but then I was like, I don't know if he's going to, like, stop and, like, look at me and be like, take it the fuck off, and then, like, eat me.
Honestly, any other person, like, if he gave it to like a dude, they would put it like on, like, oh look at me,
Yeah.
I'm a mask. But
Oh, look at me.
look
Yes.
at me, I'm Mario. But then the next match was a 5-person scramble match. Who was the first one to come out for that match? I think it was Marcus.
It was
Crane.
the guy. No, it was the guy who told me to suck his dick.
Oh, Matt Cage
Cage.
came out, and he he was there. You know, Matt Cage
And
and Matt
then-
Cage.
Heidi came out.
And then Heidi Lovelace came out, which it was cool to see her again. It's cool to see her in a mixed gender like match because she's really good against like anyone.
And then it was one of the
was Marcus
Zero
Crane.
Gravity.
No, it was Marcus Crane. I thought.
No,
Oh,
it was,
okay.
Yeah, and then Marcus.
Zero
and then,
Gravity, yeah.
Is that what they're called?
Zero Gravity's
oh, yeah,
an
I
awesome
remember.
tag team. If you have not heard of Zero Gravity, go watch their matches. Go Steve Austin it and look up the 100 moves of Zero Gravity because that's they're a good tag team. I like those guys. So one of them came out, and then Marcus Crane. Marcus Crane's a freak. That dude is nuts.
Oh, he was the one that had
He's
the
like,
shirt that said meth on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's. Oh, that picks it up too.
Yeah, I know. I
So-
almost fell.
And then the other Zero Gravity person came out, and
And then they were like really confused, like, wait, what?
yeah,
Well-
it was awesome though. Those guys are great.
Okay, so then Matt Cage like stood on the opposite corner of us, and Heidi was standing in front of me,
Yeah.
I believe, and then you saw it, but I didn't.
He basically he's like he did this. And which he did the DX chop thing, and he was like, "That's for you, sweetheart," or whatever. And then he said, "And then this is for you, Heidi." So at that point, I knew that he was talking to you because you were in line.
Oh, okay.
So he was like, "That's for you,
Yeah,
sweetheart."
great.
And then
So basically, I had a wrestler tell me to suck his dick.
yeah, or we could be totally wrong, and like when
Right.
they listen to this, like they're yeah.
They're gonna be like, "What the?
Yeah, you didn't do-
I never did that."
But that was awesome. I think that match was awesome. They all went after Matt Cage at the beginning, and when you had the Zero Gravity guys going after each other, that was cool.
They were
to
just
see.
rolling back and forth,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Marcus Crane, like I said, he's a nuts. Heidi is an amazing wrestler, so I don't know. That was a fun match. Anything else for that you can think of?
No, not really.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, Matt Cage ended up laying right in front of us. I took a picture, and I was like, "This is the guy who told me to suck his dick." And I posted it on
Yeah,
Twitter.
that's one of the best things about it is they just like follow.
Yeah, they was kind of like. And then, I took a selfie with one of the people from Zero Gravity, and then after I was like done taking the selfie, and I still had my phone up, and I was saying something to you, and I turned back, and he's like looking at me, and I was like, "Oh,
I didn't know that.
sorry,
That's funny. Not sure they did all the
my
time.
bad."
But then for the next match, Tommaso Ciampa, which he's awesome. I think he's awesome. I mean, you can't cheer against Tommaso, but he came out, and I knew that he was facing Eddie Kingston, and Eddie Kingston.
You went against Ciampa though.
I did because Eddie Kingston's the man.
This was the one that I differed on.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Because Eddie Kingston, ever since the first show that I went to, like I knew that he was like back to the Chikara days. Like I would only hear about Eddie Kingston, and like when I watched his matches, I was like, this guy is awesome. So every AEW show that I went to and Ring of Honor show that Eddie Kingston was at, I always cheered for him. He plays. He'll tell you, this when you're. Those people are gonna camp out in the backyard. I just noticed that. They have a tent.
Goals.
All right, so so Eddie Kingston, like he'll tell you one thing, like to die when he's in the ring, But after Ring of Honor show that I went to, and he was out back, he came out back afterward with what's his name, with Homicide, because they were tag team at the time, and Eddie Kingston was probably the nicest guy that I ever met, like independent wrestler wise, and just wrestler in general. To be honest, he was just generally a nice guy. So I always cheer for Eddie Kingston, even though he's gonna, push me down and spit in my face or something. He's
Fun.
He's just a nice guy, and I always cheer for him. So when Eddie Kingston came out, I was one of like 4 people that cheered for him. Everyone else booed him. And
No, it was about split.
Was it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so? Oh, all right. Well, then it was split. But that match, I like that match. It ended up. It says that Tommaso Ciampa defeated him. Was it clean, or did someone else? Did they attack him first?
They attacked him after.
Okay, so Tommaso won, and then afterward, Eddie Kingston had a really, really good a promo thing where he said that basically. To sum it up in my own words, his time's running out in the wrestling business, injuries, and there's people at performance centers that are telling you that he's not good enough for this. And when I heard that, I was like, how is he not good enough for this? But you have people I don't know, who's a really bad wrestler.
Why are you asking me?
I don't know. I just thought you were doing this. I don't know. You have people in the WWE that are just they suck, and you're saying that Eddie Kingston is bad.
All the divas, what? Who said that? Not me.
Well, yeah, okay, but and then these people, I forgot who came out and attacked him. I think it was Matt Cage.
Yes.
Attacked him first.
Yes, and
yeah.
I was like, ew. And then I booed him, and he looked at me, and I was like, don't look at me.
But so yeah, Matt Cage came out. Then Tyson Dukes came out, and they put Eddie Kingston through a table, and the heartfelt speech that Eddie Kingston had turned into him getting walked out by people afterward. I think who came in to save him? Do you remember?
Shane Hollister.
Shane Hollister did. Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, because he didn't have the mask on. I was
like,
"Where's the mask? Give it to me."
So Eddie Kingston's the man. If you don't like Eddie Kingston, then I don't like you.
Should I
No, I'm kidding.
Or...
It just sounded good at the time. But then I think. Did the Eddie Kingston match after that, was it intermission?
What's the next match that says on there?
Gargano.
Yes.
Okay, so intermission, we just walked around for intermission.
I remember it was because then Gargano was next, and I was like, hey, Candace is still standing out watching him.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, intermission, I like the posters. The AEW has awesome posters that they make for the event. They sell them. They're like $3 to $5. I forgot how much it was, but I have every poster. What?
Where is that poster?
Oh, it's in the corner right there. I need a frame for it because eventually I'll get because I have 2 in there right now. They're behind each other, so every time I'll get a new poster I'll hang it up. And I need frames though, but because that was the first one, so it's signed by everyone.
Okay.
But so they didn't have any posters left, but one of the dudes that works for AEW, I'm assuming. He went and got the poster they used for advertising, and it was still in good condition, so I didn't care. But I think that's cool that he went out of his way to, sell it, the poster. So shout out to AEW.
Kyle got nachos.
Oh yeah.
I stole nachos. 4 of them.
They were decent nachos.
Love me some nachos.
So Nacho Company sponsor us for nachos.
Cheese companies too, man. Sargento.
Oh, and Velveeta.
That's not real cheese.
It doesn't matter. It's so good. You don't like Velveeta?
I do like Velveeta, but like
Mac and cheese?
I was talking about cheese, not processed.
Yeah, but okay. What about the string cheese? Does Sargento make string cheese?
Yes.
Sponsor us, please. We'll eat cheese in every podcast.
I'll eat cheese every moment
Every
of my life.
day. We'll tweet about it and we'll put sponsored and hashtag ad because that's what people do nowadays. Anyway, after intermission, we had DJ Z, what was his name in TNA? Oh my god. Zima Ion, I think,
Ew.
was his name in TNA. He was good for a while. I mean, he's still good now. He came out, and it was originally supposed to be Davey Richards versus Johnny Gargano, but Davey Richards beforehand no-showed, I guess. I'm pretty sure he either had quote-unquote car troubles, or he generally, oh, God, that hurt. He generally couldn't be there.
I heard that.
You did?
Yeah.
That hurt. So it was Johnny Gargano. He came out. I was marking out because Johnny Gargano's awesome.
He's hot.
And
Mike, why would you say something
I didn't
like
say
that?
that came from that side of the microphone. But they had an awesome match, and basically, shout out to Chris marinara sauce. There we go. It's a joke because it's like Minetta's.
Oh.
But the Lorenzo Bros call him Chris marinara sauce.
I was confused. I was like,
It's
who are
okay,
you
it happens.
talking about?
It happens.
Marinara sauce.
Shout out to Chris marinara sauce. So I forgot when we started this thing, but he just started to yell tap one time. So every wrestling show I go to, I just yell tap when someone's in a submission thing. And most of the time, like the wrestlers will say something about it. So Johnny Gargano, every time I yelled tap, and I don't just yell tap, tap, tap. It's like, tap, tap. I make sure they hear it. And he looked at me once, and he was like nodding his head, yeah, tap. And it was an awesome moment. So that was cool. And the best thing about it was at the end of the match was, DJ Z, I guess we'd call him. He tapped out to Johnny Gargano's whatever finisher he had, the submission hold. He actually tapped out. So that was awesome. And I told Johnny after the show that I was like, okay, I yelled tap for a lot of things, but finally during your match, they tapped out to it. So that was
happened
awesome.
2 times that day.
Did it? Oh,
yeah.
It did, yeah, for the next match we're going to talk about. All right, so
That's him drinking water out of a Gatorade bottle, by the
Yeah.
way, in case you're wondering.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
That's not that disgusting. Well, I mean, for you, because
It's disgusting that I can hear it.
yeah, but so then we had the AAW Heritage Championship match. Lewis Linden defeated Christian Faith, which I didn't know who Christian Faith was. I've seen the Lewis guy before at past shows.
Christian Faith looked like he wanted to be a part of Kiss.
But he had a mask on.
I thought that was like face painting.
No, that was a mask.
Awkward.
But
Real
I think that was a
awkward
mask.
right
Wait a minute.
there.
It might be. No, it was a mask. Definitely a mask. So he won the title. That was awesome. An awesome moment. There was a drunk guy across from us who was going ham for Lewis Linden. He was out of it, but he was because he kind of just worked his way up on the stage. Honestly, he was sitting on the right side there, but
Just kind of moved on the stage and started saying hi to everyone.
yeah, he was saying hi to everyone. He was going nuts, but when Lewis won, he went over by him and just they kind of hugged it out a little bit because
yeah.
it was just
There's
awesome.
a picture of it.
Yeah, there was a picture of it, and
I was upset when I didn't get a picture of me giving back the mask.
oh,
too.
yeah, I have a picture of that though too. You can't see yourself.
Exactly.
But you know.
You can't see me.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, that was awesome for him. He deserves the title, and it'd be cool to.
The title.
I deserve the title too. We have tag team championships, which goes on to the next match for the tag team. Look at all these
Segues.
Yeah. Segue into a segue, but it was Irish Airborne, which I guess now it's what was it? I4K or something like that. They were chanting. They're like, I4. I think.
Yeah,
was it
something
that?
like that.
So they did that. I didn't know who that was at first, but I was like, wait, that's Irish Airborne. So I guess they are called Irish Airborne still. They're just,
That's just their
I4,
thing.
whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
So they had a match for the tag team championships. They're the champions against Monster Mafia, which is Ethan Page and Josh Alexander. Josh Alexander, that was his second to last match. The night the next night after was his last match, just due to injuries and stuff. I forgot exactly what they said, but that was going to be his last like big AAW show match. So that match was really fun. Ethan Page is always a funny guy to watch wrestle and everything. So he's awesome. Josh Alexander, that's like one of the first, well, I think like the third time I've seen him actually. Irish Airborne is Irish Airborne. They're actually like good guys, I'm pretty sure, in that match. But Irish Airborne beat them. They beat Ethan Page and Josh Alexander. And after the match, they had a little thing. Ethan Page turned against Josh Alexander. And then he said that I want to be champion, so tomorrow I'm going to face you and I'm going to win, which, spoiler alert,
Who won
he
that?
did. He did. He did win.
Aw.
So, which, I mean, I kind of figured it would happen.
Well, yeah, considering
It was kind of set up to
but
be.
yeah.
But basically, Ethan Page left holding the championship and after he knocked out Josh Alexander. So that was something else to see. But overall, how'd you feel about this wrestling show?
Oh, was that the end? Oh, right, it
That was the last.
end.
That was the main event.
I mean, obviously it was fun because we're going back.
We are going back.
We are going
Next
back.
one, 7/17/15. You can't say 11. That was Punk's day, but
Really?
7/17 was Money in the Bank 2011, or 7/17/11 was the day that CM Punk beat John Cena at Money in the Bank 2011, Allstate Arena, Rosemont, Illinois, not Chicago, Illinois. He beat John Cena.
Were
He
you
left
there?
with the I was.
Oh, okay.
He left with the title. He put it in his fridge, and wait, that's another story. That's for next time. But so basically,
That's like
we're
Dean
going to the
Ambrose
next
when
one.
he won.
Yeah.
Well, technically he was supposed to win, and then
you
went
gotta
to
see that picture.
restaurants and took pictures.
Punk took a picture. If you look up CM Punk fridge, you'll find a picture of the WWE title in his fridge after he won Money in the Bank. He said that he just kind of because
Walked in his house.
I'll tell you the story later because everyone's heard it 1,000 times and I don't need to talk about Money in the Bank again. But yeah, so we're going to the next show. It's on 7/17. We have second row stage. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it still says John Cena on it too.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. So we're going to the next one. It's going to be awesome. There's already matches announced for it. I forgot exactly what it is, but I think is it?
Shane Hollister and Matt Cage.
Okay, that's
Is
one of the
them,
matches.
yeah.
But then it's
It
Ethan
was
Page.
like, it's the cool guy and then the guy who told me to suck his dick. And I was like, ha ha ha, it's so funny.
And then what else is it? I'm going to look it up. Hold on.
Great.
I think it's
that.
Ethan Page versus someone else.
I don't know who.
Ethan Page versus Johnny Gargano.
Oh, right.
That's
okay,
gonna be
yeah,
so
yeah,
much
yeah,
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's OI4K versus the Hooligan guys. Those were the people that came out the first match.
Oh, ew.
And then it's Shane Hollister versus Matt Cage.
Oh, right.
so-
Those guys told you to shut the fuck up.
Did they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
the
did.
dude with the because he yelled at
Yeah.
me for wearing a Triple H shirt.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So that is, I guess, it. That's me talking and Emily.
Were we
having
gonna try to call Kyle?
We could. Kyle, we're calling you right now. So that is it. So until next time, listen to the next one because we told you so. Oh, is that from Full Frontal?
No.
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, is it? I don't know. I took it from Sly Fox Sound. YouTube. I hear you cracking your toe.
Was that weird?
Stop cracking your toes. Ew, I hear your toes just like moving in your sock.
Okay, we're done. Goodbye.